Okay, question 1 is why did you start the channel? Which I already talked about a little in the intro video. But basically I started it because I really like books and I wanted to be able to talk about books with other people and obsess about books. But at the same time, I'm really excited to look back on it when I'm older and, be able to laugh at how awkward it is. So, second question is what is something fun and unique that you can bring to BookTube? Well, I like to think that I'm pretty unique in myself, but I have a lot of friends that are going to be on this channel that are hilarious and really weird. So I think that's something fun and unique that I can bring to BookTube. Third question, what are you most excited for about BookTube? Which I've already said it, but being able to talk to people, hopefully somebody, wants to talk to me about books and, just making sort of friends in the community and such. Okay, so question 4 is why do you love reading? And my answer is pretty generic. It's basically reading takes you to places that you can't go, whether that is because you can't afford to go there or because they don't exist anymore. Like for me, I like to read about Victorian England or 1920s New York. Those are like my two favorite time periods ever. And they don't exist anymore, so the only way I can go is in books or like if there's a themed dance or something. But I don't dance well. So there's that, and also it makes you able to live lives that you would never be able to live otherwise. Like, one day I could be an African American cop in Michigan, I guess, a state, California. And then the next day I could be a kid who grew up in India because her American parents are missionary workers. And it's like, those are lives I would never be able to live ever in my wildest dreams if it wasn't for books and, also like TV shows and movies. But I feel like books immerse you in it more personally. So that's why I love reading. Question 5 is what book or book series got you into reading? And for me, there wasn't one specific book or book series that got me into reading. It was more my mom is a very big book reader. And so she read to me when I was a baby and taught me to read from an early age. And so there wasn't one particular book that got me into reading. Like I know a lot of my friends can pinpoint a book, but I cannot because it was just kind of the thing. Question 6 is what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? Which mine is a tie between Tessa Netting and Abookutopia. So I'd have similar questions, basically like, what their favorite books are, how they got started with BookTube, and, how they got comfortable talking to a camera, probably because it's so awkward. But, and I'd also just like to ask them questions about, like, themselves, like what they like to do on just, like, lazy days, and, what kind of food they like to eat. There's questions that they never, people never think to ask, just that the little things, probably, yeah. Last question is what challenges about being a booktuber or a booktuber wannabe in my case are going to be hardest to overcome? And I already mentioned this one, but talking to a camera is really awkward for me, at least at first. So learning to get over that somehow. And also, I think just editing videos. My friend found an app thing that helps me do that. So, I think that's going to work well. But just making sure that they're quality videos and like the sound and stuff is going to be difficult to learn, but I'm going to do it. So that's it today, guys. That's the end of the book tag. I have not finished all the books from my book haul that I did before, so I will get back to that after I finish them all, which I'm going to finish them all by the end of the month. And I'm going to make March nonfiction month because I don't really read nonfiction. So, yeah, in a month, I'll get back to you and do a review thing. thing video. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below, anything about books, because I'll talk about them.